Hello, this is Holonium, and today's adventure we'll be doing an analysis of the ASSA Twin Combi. So this was actually asked of me by a fellow picker who on the LPU Discord server goes by Zyke Wamowski. So first, to gut it, you'll want to gather your necessary supplies. I'm going to be using Sparrow tools mainly, my own 3D printed pinning tray, and you know what, I'm going to get a better screwdriver bit. This one's getting beveled. Okay, and a screwdriver. Pinning tweezers are handy, but not 100% necessary. Okay. I'm going to remove the key for this part, or give a close look. Okay. So, on the key, you have two different sets of bitting. You've got your main bittings, 6 of them. Then you've got your side bitting, 5 of them. A bit of a nastier keyway. Yeah, compared to like the Primus. Okay, so your first step on gutting is to remove the two at least on the Scandinavian cylinder, is to remove the two T8. Yeah, two T8 screws from the tailpiece. I'm just going to set them in the main compartment for now. And remove the little tailpiece. As you can see, the keyway is a bit nastier than on like a Primus. Not sure why it's got the C stamped on it. I think that may just be Combi, but if anyone knows, please let me know. Okay, the next step is to take the core with the key in it and turn it probably about 45 degrees is good. And I think I'll use this follower, which is a 500,000th of an inch or half-inch diameter. I'm just going to set the body right here. Okay. You've got 6 pins. This is not. So you've got your. Not sure. Probably a construction hole or something. Anti-drill. Anti-drill. There's another anti-drill there, and another anti-drill there. I'm gonna grab the sidebar out first. And then the sidebar springs. Okay. We'll get into a more in-depth in a little. For now, I'm just going to start dumping the pins out. that's that. Okay, now I'm just going to put the core up in the core holder and organize the pins real quick. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. ASSA is red and cut from the tip of a key to the bow of a key. So that's the frontmost pin, but it's pin 6. I'm not sure why they do that. And I'm gonna pull out the top pins while I'm at it. Okay. All the springs are identical. They could probably make it a bit harder if they made them different for tensioning. And I'll use my other follower to get it back together. Okay. Spring layout. And so there's nothing interesting going on in the core. Nothing at all. There's a sidebar slot cut at 9 o'clock. Just a basic triangle. You've got your drill protection between pins 5 and 6 and up at the very front. Okay, now to move on to the core, or rather getting the side pins out. So these things are these things are spring loaded, so put your finger over them as you remove the key. Okay, these ones are 1, 2, 3, 4. You see what I mean by spring loaded? 4 and 5. Okay, and that's the empty of that. Okay. Now, let's get a little more in depth. Okay, so I'll be back in just a moment. Let me go grab the Primus pieces. This will just... Okay. So, the Everest Primus and the Primus are both very similar, so I'll just be grabbing the Everest Primus to use in this case. Okay, so we've got very similar things on the Primus. Miss Zykwamowski, the one who's doing the other part, will explain more about it. I'm just going to set the Primus core off to the side. item of interest here is the sidebar. Okay, so it's just got your standard slots of metal. So it's got a couple of springs, one on either side, and on the Everest side pins, or the Primus side pins, you've got a smooth surface except for a gate. The slot on a sidebar is designed to slide in into the key pin, or rather the side pin. I'm just going to push that to the side while I figure out how to get this stupid thing to work off outside of a lock. So I think I got it. So they fit together. They're perfectly. You've got an L shape on it. Everything's perfectly smooth on those key pins, or side pins. Now to take a quick look at the Combi. So as you can see, they look pretty similar. But there's a few differences to note. So these ones are just perfect square. So the Primus has is squared. The Combi has sort of a rounding, as you can see. That provides an extra layer of security. In order to understand why that's there, so I'm going to set the Primus sidebar aside. The Combi sidebar. You may be able to see some small striations right along the borders of grooves. So like right there, there's some small striations. Those come into play when you look at the finger pin and its interfacing. So on the finger pin, see how it's got all the striations on it? So those match up with these striations here. Okay, and it sort of locks it into place. But when it's a true set, which I'm going to make sure the gate's accessible, it's got a similar gate and it locks into place. So when it's not up, it clicks with as the grooves interface. When it is, it looks just like the Primus. The next thing to note, the Primus is on the Primus, all the drivers are standards. Absolutely nothing special about them. And the same goes for the chambers and the core. Just empty, standardized. Now let's take a look at the Combi core. So you can see little striations. Those are actually serrations in it. And then you've got your driver pin. Depth perception plus camera do not mix. Which has its little sharp edges on it. So as it goes up, it catches and it is painful to pick. Trust me, been there, done that. Okay. Sorry if the camera just froze, not sure what happened. But so, there it is in summary. The ASSA Twin Combi. The finger pins function as a Primus with a little extra security from the striations. You've got some security pins. You've got radical bitting. Good chunk of anti-drill measures. Basically, it's a Primus on steroids. Feel free to take a look at. I'd encourage you to take a look at Wamowski's comparison of the Primus. I in no way intended for this to be a good comparison. My goal was to provide, well, enough. But the only reason I featured the Primus at all was because I felt it was useful in getting the points across. Thank you all. Have a nice day. See you next time.